Right, I've clicked go live.
Is there anybody out there?
What's that? Knock once for yes and twice for no.
That's the one, yeah. The postman always knocks twice. Did you know that?
It's a bit of a pest, isn't it?
Oh, I can see us with her.
Is he a bit pushy, the postman?
Yeah,
Is that
you know.
kind of the thing?
Shocking, isn't it? Doesn't need it. Actually, my postie's really nice. He always pops a biscuit through the door for Arthur.
Oh,
I know. Bribery and corruption.
well, you know, all works, doesn't it? How is everyone today? Say hello if you're watching. Let us know what beverage you got. I've got some hot chocolate.
Oh,
Yeah,
it looks like is the tide gone out there? I don't think you've got much left, have you?
I haven't got much left. And I've got a can of Tropical Blast.
Oh, now that's a combination, hot chocolate and Tropical Blast.
Well, it was coming to the end of not the jar, the plastic container
right.
of the hot chocolate, and I just thought, well, I'll have that, and then I can put that out in the recycling.
There you
and
go.
then it's out of the way, isn't it? So it was sort of cleaning.
Yeah, it's tidying up, like those wine bottles in my cupboard that need tidying up.
Yeah.
I think I need to drink more red wine, Anne Hall tells me. Is there something in there that's good for me? Is it like iron or something?
There's all sorts of things in red wine that are good for you.
I think I need to drink a lot more red wine. So is everybody, I've got a cup of tea, you've got hot chocolate. Anybody else with us? Anyone partaking of something interesting on a Sunday afternoon?
You'll have to give up your Earl Grey tea now, won't you?
I'm not giving up my Earl Grey tea, I'm sorry. I've never had an issue with Earl Grey tea. I don't believe it. I drink buckets of the stuff. Right. I can't drink normal tea, black. It just goes really weird. It gets like a bitter taste and a weird film over the top of it. I just don't like it.
I drank it with almond milk for a few years, but to be honest, it was a really long few years.
Yeah, it's not good. I'd rather go without.
I just got to the point where I stopped drinking it.
Yeah.
I drink it now that I can get lactose-free milk, but it wasn't really an option in those days.
No, it's only been quite recently that the lactose-free milk's readily available, isn't it?
Yeah, Morrison's do that A2 milk that has the protein removed.
All right. Is that even better than lactose-free then?
Well, it depends which one is more of a problem.
Right. Oh, so has it still got the lacto in it?
I'm not sure.
Right, okay.
It didn't help me at all.
Right.
But it's the lactose I have the issue with rather than the protein.
Right. I think I've got an issue with both. I'm not sure.
Oh, well.
So let's whip. Flash us a bit of whip.
Okay, I'll just...
Careful of your stitches. Oh, that's gorgeous.
So this is the Cathedral cable cowl. It's to eventually go with the hat pattern that I did in 2015. It's taken me that long to get around to.
That's because you've got all those fab ideas whizzing round and round.
I don't know if it's fab ideas or just sort of abject laziness.
No, we'll go with the first option.
Could be either or.
No, we're going with the first option. All those ideas. And you keep getting distracted by shiny new things. I like it. I really do like that. So you're going to have...
It is a fun cable, and I've added some extra twists into it. So it's sort of based on Gothic arches.
Yeah. Like a cathedral.
Yeah. So
is that in a DK? What yarn are you using there?
I am using some Debbie Bliss, Blueface Leicester Aran, and the colour I think is called Stone or something like that.
It's a nice colour.
It's fairly neutral.
It's all right on you, yeah. Yeah, it's nice.
Yeah, it's slightly on the cool side, but not so much that it's, you know, too much.
Yeah. It's lovely. So you nearly finished that one?
Yeah, I was just debating about do the next row, which starts the pattern again at the bottom, and then do my ribbing, or do I start my ribbing from this? So I don't know.
Well, you could try it. You could always rip it back out again if you're not happy.
Yeah. And I don't know whether I need to go down a needle to, I think it was a 4.5 I used for the bottom. I'm using 5 mils for the body. So
Yeah.
I'm kind of nearly there.
That's
So,
fine.
oh, Yvonne's in the house. She says she'll be right back though. She needs a new fresh cup of tea. Absolutely. Don't blame you on that, Yvonne.
We can't be endorsing anybody without a beverage.
Yeah, absolutely. So I've got a post went on the blog today to promote Mary E. Rose's Descent pattern. It comes out tomorrow.
Ooh, what's that all about?
It's a white knitted collar. It was made a while ago. I think Yvonne shared a picture of it when she was telling us about her Gish charity
in the summer
challenge thing in the summer. Isn't it hard to think it's not really summer? What's going on there? Anyway, Mary knitted this collar because they needed a collar for Ruth Bader Ginsburg, the Supreme Court judge. So she designed that and very quickly rattled that off, because you know what Mary's like with lace, fine yarn and teeny needles. She's just a wizard.
Yeah.
But then, of course, people kept seeing it and saying, well, where's the pattern? Where's the pattern? Where's the pattern? So it's finished testing. It's been through the tech editor, so to speak.
Yeah.
Pardon the expression.
I'm sure the tech editor doesn't fancy that going through them, but never mind.
Well, yeah, it all sounds a bit much, doesn't it? But yeah, it's coming out tomorrow. So I said I'd do a post on the blog, and then it'll go out to my email subscribers with the weekly roundup on Thursday.
Brilliant.
So hopefully that'll bring in a couple of sales, or at least get people to share it on Facebook or Instagram, and someone else might buy it.
Well, exactly. You know, it's a public service, isn't it, really, when you share somebody's pattern? Because it might not be something that you've got intentions of making, but you don't know who's going to see it that wouldn't have done otherwise.
Yeah, do you want to show you the
please
pattern? I think I'll have to show you on the blog.
Right, okay.
Only because it's not been released.
Well, yeah, you wouldn't really be able to find it in the Ravelry database.
Yeah, I would have to go through all their projects and stuff.
Yeah.
So I'll just share screen.
Oh, look at that.
So Notorious RBG and Descent 2020. So the pattern's called Descent.
Yeah.
And it's in honour of a particular collar that RBG used to wear when she disagreed or dissented with a decision or discussion that was taking place in the Supreme Court. And if you look very closely at the lace, it spells dissent.
You can just about see that. I've seen that collar a couple of times, and today is the first time I noticed that.
Yeah, because she said to me, I've been working on the lacy alphabet, and I was thinking, oh, is that like Morse code kind of lace? And then I looked at it just then and thought, oh, yeah, I am such a putz.
Yeah. It is just like that joke that I sent you. It said, our grandmother's knitted code into scarves.
Yeah.
She's done the same thing. She's knitted code into lace.
Yeah, but I think it's really cute and, you know.
Gorgeous.
I've asked her questions about it as well. All right, so Yvonne's got a chai latte.
Very nice.
That sounds nice.
Did she have loads of different collars that she'd wear for different occasions then? Is that?
Yeah, she had a whole wardrobe full of collars.
Right, but they had particular meaning. It wasn't just, oh, I fancy wearing
There
that.
was one in particular that sort of meant that.
Okay.
To the decisions being made that she dissented.
Oh, bless her. Yeah, I know she was very popular, wasn't she?
And she absolutely disagreed with decisions and just... I like that she was willing to put her money where her mouth was. I think that's what appeals to me.
Yeah.
That she stood up for the underdog, but she did it within the rule of law.
Yeah.
And forced changes in the law. And for any woman who's ever bought a house or a car or had any kind of finance on her own, they owe that to Ruth Bader Ginsburg, because they would have to have a man sign with them as a co-signee prior to that.
It's really hard to think, isn't it?
Well, you know, what if your dad's dead? What if your dad's dead and you're not married? Then who signs for you? If you've no brothers.
Yeah, if you've got no brothers or uncles. Yeah.
It just sucks, doesn't it?
It really does. But I mean, it still goes on in places in the world today. Just we're very lucky that we don't live with that.
No, we're not subject to that level of control or stigma, are we? At least I hope we're not.
I hope not.
I don't think we are. I was just thinking to myself, maybe I should print that chart out and then I could better see those 2 rows. But Coco's asleep, and if I start printing, she'll just run around the house like an utter lunatic.
Arthur barks like mad if I put the printer on.
Yeah, we were just saying it, Yvonne, that Mary had made the collar for your Gish challenge. It's absolutely beautiful. So it's going out to my newsletter subscribers on Thursday, and I believe it's being released tomorrow. So kind of cute.
Yep. So I'm finally finished with sleeves and onto bands.
Oh, did you have to get more yarn?
I've got this much.
Could be a thin band.
I'm just going to go with it because I do need to get some more, I think. But I am going to just exactly see if I definitely do. Because knowing my luck, I would put an order in for another ball of it and then not need it. And then I've got one ball that I don't know what to do with. Yeah. So I'm just going to leave it until I run out, and I'll have to knit something different in the meantime.
Well, and it's not your colour, so you're not. If you get an extra ball, you're not going to make anything for you, are you?
No. I suppose I could make a hat for my mum for Christmas, but you know, I'd rather not get one if I can get away with it. I don't think I'll get away with it, but we live in hope. Look at you looking at that. You're definitely concentrating on there.
Yeah, I'm not enjoying that at all. I'm going to have to pull that back. See, this is the thing of when you chart something, and of course the first time I did it, I took a cable pattern and adapted it and changed the entire top of it because it needed decreases for the crown of a hat.
Okay.
And I really loved how that worked. Well, now I'm having to work with the entire cable and repeating sections.
Yeah.
And I'm not actually convinced that the repeat works.
All right.
I'm sort of looking at it and thinking, hang on a minute, is that above that? Is that above that? Is that above that? And
maybe it's one to put down for a minute and show us your other whip.
That's,
how you doing with that?
That's another evergreen cowl.
Which is behaving a bit better, is it?
I forgot to do the texture bit and the diamonds, so I had to unpick and redo.
So it's not behaving?
No, it's just me that's an imbecile.
Oh, no.
So this is, I think it's James Brett Aura.
It is very pretty.
See the little sequins that appear every now and then, and it claims to be a double knit, but honestly it's really like a fingering yarn. It's very, very fine.
It's got a lovely halo to it as well, hasn't it?
Yeah, beautifully soft, and I think it's going to make a really light, airy cowl.
Yeah. Looks lovely.
And it's used next to no yarn at all, of course, because it's so fine.
And that's your second one of that one. You've got that in testing at the minute, haven't you?
I have, yeah. The testers have been absolutely brilliant, picking up on all my little bits of typos and idiot things.
It happens.
Thankfully, nothing's had to change on the cable chart, so that's all good. It's daft stuff like cowls had 2 S's, and where because I took the template for the hat pattern and did file save as, and then did a replace and went through and got rid of hat and replaced with cowl, but then had to go through every line with a ruler and check it, because it, until you say match whole word, it then gets rid of that.
Ah, right, yeah.
Or, I mean, I don't generally put the word hate into my patterns, but that would also go because it's got hat in it. So that would have cowl E. And and to cowls instead of, yeah.
Yeah, that's interesting, isn't it?
Yeah.
AI for you, isn't it?
Yeah, it's absolutely not artificially intelligent. It's an oxymoron, is it not?
Yeah, yeah. Artificial unintelligent.
Well, yeah, I mean, we talked about some of the stupids that the autocorrect does. Catherine's in the house. Hi, Catherine.
Woo! Happy Sunday morning for you.
Yeah, have you got a nice coffee? Are you having a bike ride today? Yvonne says she's binding off about 2,000 stitches on her shawl. Rather you than me, Yvonne. Most definitely rather you than me.
Not good.
Gibson's in the house.
Woo! Hi there.
Oh, but she says I'm northern, so it could be apostrophe cowl. Cowl, yeah. And
bottom of the cowl.
Internet to cowl, yeah.
And O apostrophe cow. Oh, cow.
Yeah, could be that. Could be that.
Could well be.
Is Michelle with us today?
I think Michelle's just liked a couple of comments there, so I think she's probably loitering with intent. I wonder if she's got her lovely tea set up like she had last week.
Oh yeah, that did look really good, and it matched her knitting.
Oh yeah, is that's still her mum's jumper? I think she's doing. We're not allowed to know.
How colour coordinated is that?
Yeah. So cool. So I just got my cowl up for testing yesterday. It's my super soft one.
This was the one we talked about a while ago that might have gone somewhere else.
Like where?
Knit picks.
Oh yeah. Yeah. But it didn't. So it's mine. And I love it. I wore it in bed the other day actually because it was so cold and I didn't want to put the heating on.
Electric blanket.
Yeah. But yeah, it's lovely.
My mum is convinced that my electric blanket's going to melt all the fat out of my body and burn me in the night. But
well, as long as it doesn't leave any permanent damage, it's not a problem, is it?
Well, yeah, if it could just melt off a couple of stone, I'd happily buy a new mattress.
Yeah, that'll be fine.
Sounds like a really good deal to me.
Caitlin put her mattress protector thing in the tumble dryer with her sheets yesterday, and it didn't look very happy when it came out. I've had to buy her a new one.
Oh dear.
I know. Oh, look, there's Michelle. She's here because she didn't have a note for Thursday night. I'm still waiting for the excuses.
Oh, Yvonne says she seems to be unable to number things correctly or do simple maths, daft mistakes. I think we're all like that, Yvonne, because there's a British expression, you can't see the wood for the trees.
Oh, yeah.
And sometimes that's just the case. Catherine's got a coffee and is working on a test knit sock, which she's messed up twice. My own doing, not the pattern, but she's having a bike ride later. Honestly, I cocked up on this, and this is my pattern.
It's easy done, isn't it?
And I forgot to do the texture. I just did reverse stockinette in the middle of the eyelet, so I had to pick them all down. But it was okay. Helen can laugh at me now because Cowboys and Aliens was on.
Oh, God.
There's an hour and a half or 2 hours of my life I'll never get back. And I've seen it before. And I was so intent on my knitting that I didn't change the channel. But I Googled it thinking, I bet this was panned by the critics. And apparently they sucked up and said how stunning performances by Daniel Craig and Harrison Ford.
Really?
Yeah. With such a dreadful script. And Keith Carradine's in it, and I usually really like him.
Do I know him?
He plays the president in Madam Secretary. And is it his brother that was the Kung Fu, David Carradine?
Ah, Phil watched a few episodes of that. It's like an old series.
Yeah, Grasshopper.
Yeah. Yeah, oh yeah, Phil made me watch some of them, and I just sat there like,
well,
what
you're going to be really angry now when I tell you that Bruce Lee was involved in that and should have played that character because it was his idea.
Right.
But they put sort of funny eyes and makeup onto David Carradine and wouldn't let an Oriental man play the character, which just sucks, doesn't it?
That is disgraceful. But then, sign of the times. To be honest.
Catherine says she loves your cowl, Emma, and she saw the testing call but has to finish the socks first.
I don't think it's a good time to be putting up a test, considering I know a lot of people are trying to free needles up right now.
Well, yeah. Catherine says the cowl doubles as an ear warmer headband, perfect for winter running. You need to put that in your romance text and make note of that, Emma.
Actually starting to get really warm already.
Oh, Helen Forgot was watching a movie.
I don't know if we give out excuses for forgots. Does she have a note from her husband?
Well, yeah.
I'm very sorry.
And Michelle said red wine is her excuse. Yvonne says they've got the same saying in Germany. Helen says Bill as in Kill Bill. Oh, yeah. Yeah.
I don't know Kill Bill. I never got it. I just don't get it. And Pulp Fiction and all stuff like that.
Yeah, Mike loves anything like that, and he really liked Reservoir Dogs, and I just hated it. I wanted them all to die a horrible death. I thought they were exceedingly mean and nasty people, but there you go.
I tell you what I did watch this week. Caitlin and I watched that, was it American Murder or something? Or American Crime Story?
American Murder.
Yeah, the one about the family where his wife.
Yeah. It's horrible.
Yeah, Caitlin had actually seen it because she watches some YouTube stuff about true crime and that, and she'd seen because obviously it was all in the news, so she'd seen some stuff, but she'd obviously not seen the Netflix documentary.
Right.
So we watched that. Yeah. It was quite good. I mean, like you say, it was really sad, but it's worth a watch if anyone's looking for something. Callum and I have been watching old episodes of MasterChef Celebrity.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So what? Sum up your weekend in 2 words then. Come on.
Sleepy, tired.
Are you?
I'm a bit. I don't know why particularly, but yeah, I slept okay, but I just was shattered last night and I felt a bit off it, and I don't know if it's just because I've had a flu jab or whether it's just all the early mornings with Jake catching up. I don't know.
Oh, that's sad. Mine was dusting radiators.
Oh, okay.
You know you're adulting, don't you? When you're dusting your radiator. I was doing
something really wrong with that.
Do you know the ones you get in the bathrooms? The silver towel rail things that can be heated?
Mm-hmm.
Well, I was in the downstairs loo dusting the towel rail radiator thingy. And I just thought, This is just wrong. This is not what my life has come to, that I am dusting radiators.
See, I can't see what possessed you to do it. I just can't. Are you on medication or something?
Maybe it was the flu jab that I had has just made me do lally.
I don't know. Right, so Catherine, weekend in 2 words, too short. Nice one, Catherine. And Yvonne says lazy crafting. And Nita says bookwork catch up.
Ooh,
nice to see you, Nita. How are you doing? What have you got? You've got something on the hook or on the needles today, Nita?
Bookwork catch up sounds just as much adulting as dusting radiators.
It does a bit.
Are you going to get some crafty stuff in as well, Nita? I like the sound of Yvonne's weekend.
I'm kind of looking at that and thinking I've missed a cable cross.
Yeah, I don't think that's a perfect project to be doing when you're trying to chat.
Possibly not.
Oh, Helen says veggie patch. Have you been harvesting, Helen? I gave Michelle some of my carrots for bun bun. Apparently she liked them.
Have you been clearing the veggie patch or harvesting? Because I know you've been clearing quite a bit of your garden, haven't you, over the last couple of months?
Or both.
Quite heroic stuff, really.
I need to do something with my sweet peas, but I'm waiting for the seed pods to turn brown.
Oh, so Nita says started the coastal storm poncho during PJ's Zoom meeting yesterday. Oh, that sounds nice, Nita. We'll have a look at that in a minute. Oh, Helen says weeding, putting up fleece cloche. So it's for all the winter crops, isn't it? Is this your onion sets and things like that?
Is she making garlic? Growing.
Yes, she's knitting garlic for the garden.
Well, she could have been doing it on
Because that's how you do it, folks. Anybody who's confused, you knit your garlic.
So you said to me in the week, you sent me a message and said that everybody loved my little rendition for my outro song.
Oh yeah, totally loved it. It
was received well.
Yeah, everybody loved it.
So they'll be looking forward to hearing it again today then.
They will.
Yeah. I haven't got an extra verse today though, because I've been a bit busy.
Bun loved her carrots, by the way, Michelle.
Oh, excellent.
I'm thinking I should have done just a plain row there.
Oh dear. Are you going to have to frog? Ribbit.
Oh, I might.
So Thursday night we were talking about when I knitted Alison's yay pattern, weren't we?
Oh, we did, yeah.
We talked about that. It's officially a garment in the gal. It's the smallest garment that I have ever knitted. I can say that for sure. Would anybody like to see my version of yay?
Absolutely. And Michelle's saying Bun loved her carrots, which may be related to yay.
Yay.
Helen's still very peed off that the onion sets and stuff hasn't arrived yet. It's annoying when you've paid for it.
It is a bit annoying, isn't it? Right, so are you ready for this then? Here we go. This is yay.
Swap screen to have a look at your knickers.
Woohoo! Look at that. Look.
They're seriously just, aren't they?
What's the saying, that covers where it touches or something?
I think you could floss with that.
I mean, look at that.
Is it Mrs. Brown who complains about borrowing her daughter's knickers and says she's flossing her yin-yang with them?
Well, you know, I'm not showing dirty knickers because I haven't actually worn them. But it's amazing what you can do with sock yarn, isn't it?
It is. Is anybody else tempted to knit themselves some yay to floss your yin-yang?
Oh, yes. I'm going to have to take this off. It's boiling.
It does look quite warm.
Temperature's gone down by about 20 degrees when I take that off. Oh, I'm definitely going to be using that in the winter. Woo!
Sure you're not hot flushing?
No. I'm all right. I've got me my wrap on. So everyone got a busy week ahead of them.
Yeah, Jake's got college tomorrow, off Tuesday, and then he's in work Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, which for me is a 5 o'clock start.
Oh, that's horrible.
Yeah.
Can you get a nana nap in the day?
Possibly. I don't think I've got any meetings booked.
You'll have to try and get yourself a little nana nap.
Yeah.
Callum had an interesting first visit to his uni campus on Friday. So it was all a mad dash. He was supposed to be getting the train, but then, you know, one thing or another. So I literally got him from work, organised him within 10 minutes, got back in the car and had to drive him to uni. He met his mate, they went, and that was fine. And then, because there were no trains to come back, I ended up having to go all the way back again to pick him up. Anyway, he was a bit late at our rendezvous point, and I rang him. Where are you? I'm just walking Leon to the train station because he tripped and he felt a little bit sick and he sat for a bit, but he's okay. He's fine now. So I said, well, just bring him with you. I'll drop him home and save him taking the train. It's not a problem. No, he doesn't want to. He wants to go on the train. Okay. So we came home, thought nothing of it. A couple of hours later, Callum comes into me and said, oh, Leon's just texted me. He ended up going to the hospital and he's fractured his elbow on his first day in uni. Poor lad.
All right. So this is after he'd got home.
Well, he went home on the train and I assume his mum and dad had said to him, oh, you need to go and get that looked at, and they'd taken him down the hospital.
Yeah, that's not good, is it? But at least they know.
Poor kid. No wonder he felt sick.
Yeah, I'm not surprised. It would make you nauseous, wouldn't it?
I know.
I'm quite bilious at the thought.
I would have been happy to take him home, bless him. But
kids, you can't tell him.
Yeah, I know. Oh, your dad's around.
Is he? Is he causing trouble?
He is. He's causing trouble in the chat, I tell ya.
Is he?
Yeah.
Oh, here we go. So dusting radiators, that's a fetish, isn't it? And Yvonne says yes. I don't know whether she's answering my dad.
Don't encourage Yvonne.
I'm on vacation until after Canadian Thanksgiving a week tomorrow. My main aim is to go through the week without wearing a mask. Well, that would be fantastic, wouldn't it, Nita? I'm glad you've got some proper time off.
That would be nice. Lots of crafting coming, I hope.
Yeah, have you got plenty of knitting and crochet time to put your feet up? And
yeah. Well, you could pretend to everybody that you've gone to work and be super quiet and not answer the door or the phone or anything.
You just tell them all that you've gone abroad.
Yeah. They won't know. They won't be able to find you. It'll be fine.
I think people here are really confused by the rules at the moment.
Well, yeah. I mean, where I work is under like special measures, but where I live isn't. Because obviously the virus knows that I don't live in the town, so it's going to leave me alone.
Right.
Because, you know, this virus is very clever. It also knows not to come out at 10 o'clock.
What, when the pub's shut?
Yeah. Before 10 o'clock, it's not allowed, but after 10 o'clock, that's when the problems are. So that's why the pubs have to shut then.
Oh, okay.
You know, because you've got to get home before the virus comes out.
Oh, Yvonne's saying she was saying yes to seeing Yay. Which
did you like Yay,
you've
Yvonne?
flashed now. Are you tempted to make some, Yvonne? Because I think you've got a few stock yarns.
Yeah.
She's got work and all the usual stuff next week. Yeah.
Me too. 3 weeks till half term.
Is anybody finishing any projects in the run up to Christmas?
The C word.
Yeah, the nice one, not the naughty one.
No, we don't want no naughty words. Not
Yeah,
today.
it's Anne in CT's birthday today.
Do you know who else's birthday is?
Go on.
My husband's.
All right. Have you sent him something nice?
I sent him a gift.
I
Does that
suppose
count?
yeah, of course it does.
In fact, I think he got 3 or 4 gifts in a row.
Oh, bless.
Yeah, he's been at work, so.
It was Mike's birthday in August, and he actually phoned, which is how I
Wow.
looked at the date and thought, yeah, it's his birthday.
Did you send him a card?
No, because he says cards are for people you don't like.
Yeah, we've had this discussion before, haven't we?
Yeah, I don't really get his logic, but what do I know?
Well, you would give him the present if you could, but it's too far and the postage is too much.
Well, yeah, exactly. And he wouldn't appreciate it anyway. It's quite difficult to buy for, because more or less anything he wants, he could just afford to buy.
That's my husband too.
And it's quite difficult. Michelle says, I am onto the sleeves for a Christmas present. Is that the sweater for your mum?
Yeah.
Catherine, I am working on knitmas, 2 completed, 2 on needles, 8 more to figure out.
Oh, wow.
See, that's the toughie, isn't it? Figuring out what to make and for whom. Well, I finished my mum's cardigan. I think, did I show you that the other night?
It was on thingy. What's her name?
What?
Your lady that you model your things on.
Oh, Vicky. Yeah.
That's it. Yeah, it was on Vicky.
Yeah, but it's still on Vicky. I haven't put it away yet.
All right. Yeah, but you don't want her to know about it just yet.
Well, it's fine. She doesn't do Tinternet.
No, yeah. Cool. Well, do you know what I've asked for Christmas this year?
What?
Really sad, isn't it? I've actually asked for a ninja foodie, like a cooking thing. Who asks for kitchen appliances for Christmas?
Well, Helen says she thinks it's an age thing, and she asked Paul to get a new waste paper bin.
Oh, see, that's even better. Well done, Helen.
My ex-husband, Jake's father,
yeah,
his sister had phoned and said, what does Loraine want for her birthday? And this was maybe 15, 16 years ago, and I wasn't eating butter or any dairy.
Right,
which he knew.
Yeah.
And he wanted a new butter dish, so he asked for that. So,
that is
Mike bought me an electric can opener, which was quite a considerate gift because I really struggle to open tins with arthritic wrists and it hurts. So actually for me it was sort of a romantic gift because it was very thoughtful. Catherine, Canada Post has free shipping Tuesdays in October, so I'm trying to ship gifts on Tuesdays this month. Oh, good idea.
I wish Royal Mail would do that.
Yeah, I mean, it would make it easier for them during November and December, wouldn't it?
Exactly.
All right, so Nate is saying the Ontario Premier has asked us to dispense with bubbles, but the children are still in school. People can still go to the theatre, so it might not make a lot of sense. The Ontario numbers are going up consistent, but the Premier really doesn't want to shut down again because of the damage it does to small business. It's a really difficult thing to balance. And whilst I laugh at Boris and I am baffled by some of the guidance that they come out with here sometimes. 3 miles away from me, they're not allowed to visit other households. They've got much more strict lockdown. It's not a government imposed one, it's a county council imposed one. So like a state rather than a national thing.
Yeah.
And people say, well, some people seem to be following it, but there's a lot of people in my area following it because they don't understand they're in a different constituency and it doesn't actually apply to us. So in South Lakeland, where I live, it doesn't apply, but in Barrow Borough, where
Yeah.
Jake works.
Yeah.
Does.
I was going to say, because Barrow was mentioned on the news the other day.
Yeah, but unfairly so because of the very high levels of testing.
Well, yeah.
So Nita says, my father-in-law got my mother-in-law a cement mixer for Christmas one year. I don't I don't know what to say to that, Nita. What was your mother-in-law's reaction to that one? Was it something she asked for, or did she use it to make concrete to bury him in the garden
Well,
with?
I was going to say, was it a brand new one, or did she use it as like a big cake mixer instead? You know,
yeah.
It's never been used.
Catherine says in British Columbia we're back to bubbles and schools have precautions in place to keep students in class bubbles. Her son's high school have the students in one class only half a day and their distance separate entrances. So far our island only has 4 active cases. That seems like it's been really well managed. Helen says, did buy my hubby a new garden spade one year and now I permanently borrow it.
Well, you know, what's yours is mine and what's mine's my own, isn't it?
Yeah, that is the rule.
I'm sure that is the rule.
My dad will attest. He often says in meetings that I know my own mind and then shouts, don't Acelia, to my mum.
I know my own mind. My wife told me what it was.
Yeah. I know my own mind, don't we? Yeah.
Don't we? What's the answer to a happy marriage? Doing as you're told.
Well, yeah, obviously.
Obviously.
Clearly so.
I'm just trying to think what else I want for Christmas that I can buy for my husband instead this year. What do you think Phil might want for Christmas? He quite likes wool.
Does he?
The kind of wool that comes like this in a ball with a ball band on it. He's a real fan. He does like it. Yeah. He's definitely a fan. And he also likes project bags. He's also a big fan of project bags.
Is this room to take out to Saudi, obviously?
Yeah. No. You can't take them to Saudi. He has to leave them here, unfortunately.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Can't possibly take. He's hand luggage only. He can't take all that with him. So he just needs to leave it here and everything will be good.
You make him sound like when Mike goes abroad and he takes sort of 2 pairs of underpants and washes them in the sink. And hangs them on the balcony of wherever you're going. Much to the dismay of everybody else.
You know what, right? No word of a lie. When we used to do the parkrun touring before coronavirus and everything, one of the guys that we used to go touring with, called John, right? Lovely fella. But I was completely embarrassed when we went into a pub after a very, very wet run. And he almost completely stripped off and he had his socks hanging by an open fire and everything. And it was, no, please don't do that, John. That's not right.
Yeah, cover that up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, yeah,
That's enough to put you off your lunch, isn't it?
Isn't it just? Nightmare.
Oh, Nita says they built a house 2 years prior and didn't have a front step. The cement mixer was meant to mean that he would get the step done, but he kind of fell flat and he was in the doghouse for a while. It's a wonder he wasn't the step.
Oh, well, you know,
just concrete over the top and batten it.
Has he been seen since?
Well, yeah, I mean, you have spoken to him since, haven't you, Nita? He isn't now the step. Just, you know, it's a question we probably need to know the answer to.
We probably do, and especially recently. I mean, thank goodness it was a while ago that this cement mixer was given as a present. Could you imagine anybody getting one during lockdown?
Yeah, not good.
No, wouldn't go down. Oh, hello. It's like, Mum.
This is so what you want when you... Bosoms. Don't climb on me bosoms, thank you.
She's just checking them for you. She says it's Breast Cancer Awareness Month.
Yeah, Coco says hello.
Hello, Coco. Oh, love it.
Yeah, this is because there was some leftover lamb casserole from the other day that was a bit beyond human consumption, but got mixed in with dog kibble earlier. So she's just doing the I love you to get me more of that lamb casserole. But it's
tasty.
They've had it. Yeah. They licked the pattern off the dish. It was so good.
Oh, look at those eyes. Look at that. How can you resist those eyes?
Look, grey chin. Got more grey hair than I have.
Just looking distinguished.
Oh, thank you. Sneeze all over. It's usually in my face.
Quick hand sanitizer.
Oh, honestly.
Oh,
off the wall.
It's so cute. Mine's asleep on the floor. He's not doing any interesting antics today.
Their mother, if she'd known what I was up to, would have climbed onto my lap and sat in front of the camera and just gazed at you all and done the I'm so beautiful and aren't I lovely and worship me.
Well, I think she's doing the I'm so beautiful routine going on there as well. Oh.
Yeah, she's letting me know that the dish is empty.
And why haven't you filled it back up? I mean, come on. Splacking.
Oh, Helen says one of my favourites is on the telly, Carry On Screaming.
Oh.
It's just, honestly, I love it. What channel's it on, Helen? Catherine, Lorraine could have used the cement mixer for creating a patio. Well, I've got farm. I'm very good at patios.
Yeah.
They're a bit lumpy. Oh, Nita says she lets him live.
Oh.
But it did come up frequently. I can imagine it was one of those things that was mentioned quietly every day until it was sorted.
Alluded to.
Mm.
You know what it's like? If a man says he's going to do a job, he will do it. You don't have to keep reminding him every 6 months.
Yes, you do. Apparently it's on ITV3.
Oh. So. Well, you know where you'll be going in 10 minutes then, don't you?
Yeah, that'll be absolutely where I'm going. Or if there's like a 3+1 or...
So are we finishing early tonight now then?
Yeah.
Right, that's it. See you later.
Yeah. I love Carry On Screaming. I don't know if anybody else has seen it other than Helen and I, but yeah. It is so funny.
Yeah.
Oh, mad.
I don't know. So what are you going to work on when you finish that cowl? Have you got something else in the pipeline?
I'm going to return to the test knit I'm doing for Alicia Plummer.
Oh, how far have you got in that?
I've finished the back. It's over there somewhere. I need to cast on some fronts. I think I've got another 2 weeks, something like that. But I'll have it finished within the week because it's a relatively quick knit.
Yeah.
I just need to sit down when I'm awake and able to count.
Not get distracted.
Counting isn't always my friend.
1379. Yeah.
Yeah, I was trying to do a section of this and that. Hang on a minute, I should have 12 reverse stockinette stitches and I've got 11. Where's the stitch gone? I had to pick down a couple of rows and sort it out. It was fine. Helen's saying she was so upset it wasn't on last Christmas. I know, it's just an absolute treat and I should really record it because it's just a joy to watch if you're fed up or a bit sad on your Todd. Michelle says it's one of the best carry-ons. I think is it the only one that doesn't have Sid James in it?
Oh.
Because he was busy and couldn't do it. So they've got Harry H. Corbett.
All right,
from Step 2 and Son, who plays the detective. And I say detective in the loosest sense of the word.
Yeah, dirty old man.
Is it Peter? Is it Peter Butterworth?
Oh, I don't know.
Who plays his assistant, who's a complete moron.
Sounds
And
powerful.
Jim Dale is in it, and I love Jim Dale.
Oh, I love Jim Dale. I liked him in Carry On Doctor. Was it Carry On Doctor or Carry On Nurse?
Oh, possibly one of
One
those.
or the other. Yeah.
He's also really good if you watch the original Pete's Dragon.
Oh.
He plays like the snake oil salesman,
Yeah.
the travelling salesman who wants the dragon blood.
That is brilliant.
But I think my favourite characters in that are Mickey Rooney and Red Buttons when they're in the cave looking for the scary dragon. And behind them is the dragon, terrified at the description of whatever they're looking for. And the three of them are sort of tiptoeing through the cave until one of them realises that a dragon's got its hand on his shoulder. And
I love it. The Pete's Dragon is one of the best movies ever. I tell you what else I started watching, because that's on Disney. What's it called? Splashes on Disney as well now.
Oh, is it? Oh,
yeah.
I really like that movie. Yeah. Yeah. Foul feet smell. Is it something horrible or something rotten? It's because they do it on the blackboard, don't they? Foul.
Yeah. We're gonna have to go and watch that now.
And John Pertwee's in it as well, so you know, bonus points for having Doctor Who.
I love John Pertwee.
He's brilliant.
Yeah, definitely.
Oh, Emma would love this poncho. There's lots of twisted rib in it. Now, what was it called again, Nita? You did tell me.
Yeah.
I'm going to go and have a look for it.
I'm not exactly a fan of rib. If I'm going to have to do rib, it's being twisted. I'd rather not rib.
I don't know what to say to that statement.
Well, you know, take it or leave it, love.
I don't know where to go with that. Right, let's see. Is it in your projects, Nita? Because I'm looking now.
Yeah.
Coastal Storm poncho.
Sharzy.
We haven't got a whip picture. Oh, yeah, we did look at this one, but yeah, I'll show you.
Come on then, show.
Yeah, let's have a quick snacky. Share screen. There we are. It's Helen's Bessie May Abbey Knits.
Yes.
So there was lots of advice about the pattern, was there not?
I remember you.
So yeah, lots of twisted stitches there. Twisted and travelling stitches and twisted rib at the bottom.
Very effective. I remember when we talked about that.
Yeah, twisted rib borders as well.
Yeah, and atmospheric photos.
She always has very good photographs.
I've got some of her hats.
Have you made them?
I made one.
Was it good?
Yeah. I don't even know what I did with it now, actually. I need to find it. I made it, I can't remember when, a year or two ago.
Okay. I don't know.
It's probably in my projects. It's a cloche or cloche, whatever you want to call it.
Oh, right, okay.
Yeah, clochey cloche. What is it? Is it a cloche? Is it a cloche?
Cloche.
Osh kosh, bigosh.
Oh my gosh, cloche.
Oh my gosh, cloche. Yeah. What's that thing that you ring for dinner? Isn't that a cloche as well? Oh no, that's the thing that goes over your dinner to keep it warm.
Yeah.
Yeah. I just think it's quite amusing how we use these words in English, that's all.
Confusingly.
Yeah, because, you know, I can put that on my dinner or I could put it on my head. And you wouldn't want to get the two mixed up, really, would you?
No.
No. Cool. So my plan for the evening is to finish off this button band. I think I'm about halfway through. I've done about an inch. Hang on.
Did you wear your yarn before and after?
No. That's far too sensible. My goodness me. Look at that. Look. Is that cute or what? And then I need to do the other side and then I need to do the neck.
Right. Oh, you are definitely going to need a ball then.
I might need
there's no way you're going to get. There's no way that you're going to get 2 bands and a neckband out of that, is there? Yeah, I think you've lost it, yarn chicken.
And I haven't even got close to the end yet.
You could use what's left for a bit of colour work with the colour that you do like.
Yeah, I could do, couldn't I? But look,
Yeah.
it's going to be finished. I'm hoping to get it finished quite soon, really. But it's going to depend on how quick it takes for the wool to come now, I suppose.
I know what I meant to ask Helen, so she could tell you all.
Go on then.
So it was, Nita's saying that same designer as the one that Helen did, but not the same not the same pattern. Although she has found 2 minor mistakes in this one as well. I wonder if she doesn't use a tech editor or test knitters. Oh, Helen's saying, or on the veggie patch. So yeah, I could bury a body there.
Oh yeah, didn't they do that movie?
Oh, and Yvonne's got exciting news. She hasn't told us yet, but next summer she's most likely going to move to Cologne, where her partner lives.
Ooh,
oh, that's lovely, Helen. Well done, you.
Go on.
So is P excited about that move as well?
Or? Oh yeah.
What's prompted that? Is he going to be going to university there, or
how far away is that then? Is that like
it's a bit of a train trip, isn't it?
And is it a nice area? I've not been to Germany. I'd love to go to the Black Forest region.
We lived in Krefeld when Mum and Dad were in the army.
In the army now.
Yeah. So I was going to ask Helen, can you tell everybody, Helen, how many cable abbreviations have you got in your blanket pattern? Because you did mention it earlier and it kind of blew my mind. And how many of the 4-stitch cables or the 2x cables? Was it 9 versions of this particular type of cable?
My goodness.
Yeah, honestly, mind blown.
How many pages is this pattern going to be?
I can't remember if she said 44 or 54, but Helen will probably be frantically typing now to answer.
Helen, all that work.
But yeah, but it's worth it for the knitter.
Do you know what? That pattern is going to be stunning, and I cannot wait to see it. But
I'm just looking to see if I can find the comment.
Oh, she's answered you.
Oh, that's good then. So 54 cable types, and there are 9 2-stitch cables, 18 6-stitch cables.
Wow.
That's just wow. Yeah.
The amount of work involved in that. Hats off to you, Helen.
Blimey.
Yeah, definitely.
I think it's going to be an absolute stunner.
It is. It's really going to be stunning. Has it got a name?
Yeah, has it got a name yet?
I always find that's a difficult bit. Sometimes they come really easy, don't they?
What, entwined paths or something like that? Because it does like paths that kind of link up to one another, or like what was one of those Italian gardens that Monty Don went to, and it had tiny little rooms, garden rooms that all connected with one another and all created different vistas. She says it has been joyous. I bet it has, even with the ripping. I've commiserated when you've had to rip, but it's absolutely worth it to just have it be right and perfect.
Yeah, definitely. Well, anyone who says that it's not worth the price of a pattern can go and jog on. That's for sure.
Oh, so Yvonne says, over an hour on the train away from me, and it's great timing since P has finished school and will start his college for becoming a childcare worker. And my job contract won't get prolonged. My boss wants me to go back to a temp job. So she doesn't want that and can just as well look for a new job in a new city. Yeah, you might as well.
Well, like you said,
the universe is suggesting a fresh start.
So when is this happening? Did we know? Did she say?
I think this is going to be next year sometime. So I'm thinking at the end of the school year for
Right.
PE, because obviously that needs to revolve around him and when he's looking to start college.
Yeah.
So that would just work brilliant. And it's silly you're both having a home each and separate bills.
All that way away.
Yeah.
Well, to be fair, she only said she was moving to Cologne. She didn't actually say
that's true. I'm jumping the gun there.
You are jumping the gun, Mrs.
I am, yeah.
You've got them married off and having 16 more kids and everything, haven't you?
Oh, no.
No more kids. And not unless they're children like this.
I'm sorry, ladies, and I'll be offensive now, but should I want sausages, I do not need to buy a whole pig.
I also have no words.
But, you know, you don't have to get married.
You do not
have to get married.
No,
you're a woman.
Apparently, they did studies on it, didn't they? And they said that men are happier and live longer lives when they're married, but women are the reverse. They're better off single.
Oh, isn't that funny?
It's strange.
Catherine, so in addition to getting the pattern, you get a cable stitch dictionary. Yeah, I was kind of thinking the same thing, Catherine.
2 for 1.
Oh yeah, double the bubble, as they say.
Definitely.
Oh, thank you, Mocha. Mocha's just getting up.
Come to tell me that it's time for dinner, I think. Look, are you saying hello?
He's starving because nobody feeds him or loves him or takes him out.
No, of course we don't.
He never gets to go anywhere, bless him.
He doesn't go anywhere, doesn't do anything, doesn't see anyone, doesn't eat anything.
Oh.
Such a hard life.
Come on then.
So yeah, so my plan this evening, like I say, a bit more ribbon, a bit more watching of telly, some tea, and not a lot else.
Yeah, I think that mine's the same. I've boiled a gammon joint, and that's sort of falling apart. I'm going to use the stock to make some lentil soup.
Yeah.
For me, although someone else will pinch some because he loves lentil soup.
Yeah.
What else? I've already part cooked the new potatoes, so I got some of those steam fresh packs from Aldi. Totally lazy ass cooking, really.
I always
of the I think it's cauliflower, green beans, and carrots. Maybe a bit of broccoli or something. So I usually do as one each of the different medleys in the microwave, and then just share them, and it's fine.
To be fair, I found that unless you've got a certain amount of people in your house eating the veggies, it's cheaper to get those because you haven't got the wastage, have you?
Oh, so contract ends June 30th and we move after P's school year finished. We agreed on definitely no more kids and no marriage plans, and we won't move in together just yet. No. I think it was well to just softly and get settled in a new place. And it gives you the opportunity to look around for a place that suits both of you.
For the eventual, yeah.
Yeah.
Because, it's a big enough move going all that way to a new place, isn't it? You don't need to add extras in.
Yeah. And I don't know if you're like me, Yvonne, but I need my own space. I'd love it when Mike's here, don't get me wrong, but sometimes he's here for a couple of weeks at Christmas. And I really could bury him under the patio at the end of it. I'm so desperate for him to sod off home.
Yeah.
And it's not that I don't love him, but I'm just used to my own space. I've lived in this house. It's just been Jake and I since 2005.
Right.
So I've got my own way of doing things, and
yeah, I hear you.
Yeah.
So are we ready for my outro song?
Oh yeah, definitely, because I just love Emma's singing.
Oh no, everybody loves my singing. Everybody
does. Everybody does love your singing, Emma.
I know, because I heard you told me that they'd all messaged you.
Oh yeah, yeah. Everybody got in touch to say they loved the singing.
So,
Didn't you all, guys? Didn't you all get in touch to say loved the singing?
is everybody ready for my outro song? Are you ready for my outro song, Loraine?
Yeah, absolutely. Are you going to do a little warm up?
I'll do a little warm up, and we'll see everyone again on Thursday, will we?
Yeah, we should on Thursday.
Yeah.
Hang on. What time
Oh,
have got?
are you doing
We
this?
might have to play around with the timings, but yeah.
We might just cut it a little bit short or something. Have an early night while you're driving.
Yeah, I've got to pick Jake up at 7:45. So yeah.
Cool. Okay, I'll do my warm up now. Are you ready?
Yeah.
La 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 la.
Isn't she wonderful?
La 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 la.
Are you ready?
Yeah,
I'm ready. Okay, so count us in.
Yeah, 3, 2,